Hi, welcome to your Pilates class. So today we are going to be using one of these lovely little loopy bands. So if you don't have a loopy band, but you have a stretchy physio band, just tie it up, create your own loop. And if you don't have that, that's okay too. We will just make it work. It's just gonna be nice to have a little bit of resistance if possible. So take your time. What we're gonna do is we're gonna start today a little bit differently. We're gonna bend into that left knee, extend your right leg straight out. And I want you to really wiggle into your hips so you feel as much as you can a balance between the left and the right. And then what we're gonna do from here is we're gonna inhale. We're gonna reach those arms up. Now from this position, what I want you to do is just roll the shoulders a couple of times and just kind of getting a little bit of mobility there. And then I want you to roll your shoulders forward and then drop them down. We're gonna take a nice big deep breath in. Now you're gonna inhale, lift up really tall. As you exhale, anchor that right hip and just twist to the left. Inhale, coming back to center. As you exhale, we're gonna reach that left arm over to the right. And inhale, coming back to center. Exhale just a couple of times, warming up with that breath. Inhale back to center. As you exhale, find that nice long side stretch. Inhaling through the nose. Hug the right ribs in as you exhale through those pursed lips to the left. Inhale back to center and exhale, reaching long, keeping that shoulder integrated down your back. Now this time, inhale, take your left hand by your side, right arm's gonna reach up. You're gonna press down and lift the hips up, pushing down into the top of your left foot, reaching back a little bit more with that right hand. Take one more big inhale here. And then exhale, slowly take your time coming down. Now, you can walk your left hand out just a little bit, and what you're gonna do is bend your right knee and then extend your left leg straight out. So you're gonna press through the pinky side of your left foot. You're gonna inhale, reach that right arm up to the sky, slide your left hand back underneath the shoulder, and then as you exhale, we're gonna press down and lift up. Inhale, slowly coming back down. I'm gonna adjust my foot a little bit closer there. Exhale and press. Now you wanna make sure you're keeping that shoulder integrated. So as you push down through the left side and lift the hips, I want you to make sure you continue to push down as you lower the hips as well. So you really stay in that anchored position, breathing here, just warming up with a version of our side plank. One more time, reach and press. And then slowly take your time coming back down, and then we'll switch sides. So now left leg's gonna go out to the left, right knee is bending, and then we're gonna inhale. So working and warming the shoulders a little differently now. Draw your shoulders down your back, really reach through the fingertips. You're gonna draw your right thumb down, left thumb up, and then come back to center. So this doesn't feel like much, but as you get this rotation and just working to really isolate that mobility into your shoulders. So really pay attention, make sure you're not leaning to one side or the other. And then the next time that you breathe in, come back to center. Inhale, lift tall. As we exhale, twist to the right, anchoring that left hip. Inhale back to center and exhale, reaching over with that right arm to the left side. Inhale, big breath in, so sit up really tall. Exhale, twisting to the right. Inhale back to center. Exhale, find that nice long reach. And one more time, inhale back to center, hugging the ribs as you twist right. Inhale back to center and find that nice side bend. Inhale, coming up. Now your right hand comes by your side, left arm's gonna lift up. You're gonna press down, lifting those hips. Now really press into your right hand, slide your right shoulder down your back, and then see if you can open the chest a little bit more. Take one more deep breath. And then slowly take your time coming back down. So now we're gonna switch the feet. Bend your left leg, extend your right leg through. Right hand can walk out a little bit, left arm reaches on top of that knee. So you're gonna take a nice big deep breath in, your right leg's at a diagonal. You're gonna exhale, press up. Inhale, slowly coming back down. Exhale, press and reach. Inhale, slowly come back down. We're gonna do that 3 more times. Exhale, reach. Inhale, slowly coming back down. And 2. And 1 more like this. As you exhale, reach up, and then just hold that as you take a nice big deep breath in. And slowly take your time and come back down. Now bringing the feet to the top of the mat, and if you do have that stretchy band, you're gonna go ahead and grab that right now. So feet are flat, they're hips width apart. You're gonna take the band into your thumbs and then draw your shoulders down your back. So know that you're not trying to like bring the hands any wider than your shoulders. You're just getting that resistance to plug that upper back in. We're gonna take a nice big deep breath in. As you exhale, you're gonna lower down to where that feels just a little bit uncertain. And inhale, fold the ribs, coming back up to that nice straight spine. Exhale, rolling those shoulders down your back as you lower. Inhale, slowly coming back up. We're gonna do that 3 more times. So your head should stay forward the whole time, breathing here. And you're scooping that belly button, hugging the ribs, and then really using that squeeze of the rib cage, to come back up. Now, on the next one, we're gonna add on a little bit. Inhaling here, exhale, lowering down, and then you're gonna inhale, arms reach up to the sky. Exhale, slowly bring the hands back down. Inhale, coming back up. And again, exhale, lowering down. Inhale, ribs come in, you reach that up. You can hear that in my voice. As you inhale, exhale, bring the hands back down. Inhale, come forward. And again, I'm just giggling. It's always such a humbling practice, these small little movements. So quite often that can get a little bit heavy in our mind, right? Because we're used to like go big or go home. So sometimes it'll kind of tap into some insecurities or negativities when we have these small little movements come in a really challenging way. So I can't even talk. So I'm just gonna stop talking, come back to cueing, and then hopefully I'm not alone in this and you're really feeling the work from this. Lower down 1 more time. Now we're gonna hold it here, reach the arms up. You're gonna look at that band, shoulders down your back, and then you're gonna fold the ribs and come up just 1/2 inch and then scoop back down. 1/2 inch and scoop back down. We're here for 3. Breathe, breathe. 2. And 1 more here. And then you're gonna lower all the way down this time and then slowly release. Now, once your head is on the mat, you can scooch if you need to. I've kind of found the edge of it. You're gonna lift the legs up and you're gonna take that band and you're gonna bring it just above your knees. Now, from that position, what we're gonna do is you're gonna press your knees so that they're shoulder width apart, or hip width apart, I should say, maybe a touch wider towards shoulder width. So you wanna make sure that you're not trying to go any wider than that is where I'm going. So you're gonna inhale here, but the band should be tight. You're gonna reach your arms out like a T. Keep your shoulders down your back and hug your ribs in. Now spread your toes wide. We're gonna inhale here. And as you do, you're gonna dip the knees over to the right side, keeping the stretch on that band. And exhale, slowly coming back to the center. Inhale over to the left side, keeping that right shoulder relaxed. Exhale, slowly coming back to center. And again, dip over to the right. Exhale. So you should not feel, as we go to the left, your right shoulder left. You should feel that anchoring. So you're not trying to get your knees to the floor. Good, one more each side. Dip to the right. Exhale, slowly coming back to center, and then dip over to the left. And slowly come back to center. I love that one because it's so nice to work out the spine as well and get that nice release. Arms coming to a hover. Know that they can support the back of your head too. We're gonna inhale, lengthen the back of the neck. Exhale, come into our first ab prep. You're gonna inhale here, lower those legs down. Exhale, keeping that stretch on the band as you slowly bring back up. Inhale. Now make sure you're looking forward, not up, stressing out the neck. Exhale, slowly coming back up. Now we don't consciously lean back, or we don't want to, but we naturally will a little bit. So when you bring the legs back up, I want you to reach your arms just a touch more without shrugging your shoulders up. For 3. Exhale to come back up. For 2. And you've got one more. Stay with it. Make sure that chin is slightly tucked. And exhale, slowly coming back up, lifting your head just a little higher, and then slowly release the head. Feet are gonna come down to the ground. We're gonna inhale here. Lengthen the low back, and you're gonna peel your hips up off of the mat, hugging the rib cage in. Now relax your shoulders down away from your ears. You're gonna pop your right heel up nice and high, and then maintain the stability within your hips. And then if it's there for you, you're gonna slowly lift your right leg and come up into that reverse table. You're gonna inhale, tap the right toes down. Exhale, slowly bringing it back up. And again, inhale, tapping the right toes. Exhale. So even though we're moving that right leg, we're working to create the stability into that left hip and glutes. Inhale, tapping down. Exhale, coming back up. Inhale, down. Really fight for those hips to come high, keeping that height for 2 more. Exhale, back up. And 1 more here. Really good. And then slowly bring the right foot down, readjust, keep those hips up, and then pop that left heel high. If the hips can remain level there, you're gonna lift that left leg up. Otherwise, you're just gonna practice lowering and lifting that heel. Again, the depth is irrelevant, especially if you're new to this practice, or maybe you're like me and you're dealing with a little bit of an injury. You just listen to your body and pay attention. We always want to work with control and precision. It's slow and intentional, right? Keep those hips up. And we gotta really pay attention. Otherwise, you're gonna notice your hip dropping. 2 more. I should say, you'll naturally drop your hip if we stop paying attention. 1 more. Good, and then slowly bring the left foot back down. Could you lift your hips a little higher? Squeeze those glutes, and then lower your hips back down. Really good. So now on your inhale, we're gonna lengthen the low back, and then we're gonna lift 1 leg up, followed by the next. You're just gonna grab a hold of that band, and you're gonna take the band a little more towards your mid-calf muscles. So we're gonna inhale here. From that position, we're gonna reach those arms back into that nice wide stance. Rule is the same. You're gonna keep those shoulders down your back. We're gonna inhale here. And then as we exhale, we're gonna dip the knees to the right. So we change the breath a little bit. And then we're gonna inhale, lengthen through those legs. Exhale, bending into the knees. And then come back to the center. So we're gonna inhale over to the left. Exhale, extend those legs long as the right shoulder melts. Inhale, bending into the knees. There we go. We got the breath. Exhale, coming back to center. Inhale, over to the right. Exhale, lengthening those legs as you stretch that band out. Inhale, bending into the knees. Exhale, coming back to center. And again, over to the left side. Exhale, extending those legs long. Keep that stretch on the bends. Inhale, bending into the knees. And exhale, coming back to the center. Inhale to the right. Exhale, extending those legs. Inhale, bending into the knees. Exhale, coming back to center. And one more time, inhale to the left. Exhale, extend those legs long. Belly button pulls in to slowly bend the knees. And exhale, come back to center. Now bring your hands back by your side, palms face down. Find that hovering position with the arms so we can find that scapular mobilization right from here. Inhale, tuck the chin to the chest. We maintain it as we exhale, lifting the head. Looking forward, not up. We're gonna inhale, starting the same. Lower those legs down. Exhale, extend the legs long, pressing out on that band. Inhale, legs go straight up. You lift your head a little higher if you can. Exhale, bending into the knees. And again, inhale. So I want you to really scoop that belly button as you stretch the band and stretch the legs. Then like you're zipping between the belly button and rib cage to lift those legs. Exhale, bend into the knees. We're here for a few more. Inhale, lowering down. Exhale, lengthen out. There should be no strain or pain into your back. Ease off if there is. Bend into the knees. And again, lower down. Exhale, lengthen. Inhale, lifting back up. Exhale, bend into the knees. Inhale, lower. Exhale, reach long. Slowly lift up. Notice the tendency to want to use momentum and kind of feel a little jerky in the movement. Make it slow. Really intentional. This is your last one. Slowly lift back up. And then bend the knees. You can hug them in towards the chest for a moment. Take an inhale here. Nice big exhale out. Now on your next inhale, what you're gonna do is one more time, bring that band just above your knees. So you're gonna place your feet down to the ground, and then from this position, we're gonna inhale, coming into one more set of bridge. You're gonna lengthen your low back, peel your hips up off of the mat as the ribs hug in. So really melt your shoulders down. So option one, working with that heel, drop and lift. Option two, we lift that right leg. Option three, we extend that right leg. Take an inhale to prepare here. You're gonna flex the right foot, lower down to the height of the left thigh, point the toe and lift up, inhale. And again, exhale, flex and lower. Inhale, point and lift. So you're getting really stable and strong through that left hip and glute. Keep breathing here. Point and lift for 3 more. So depending on the strength of the band, it might really limit you in this. You get a ton of work without the band here. So don't be discouraged if you've got a heavy resistance and you're not getting the range of motion that you normally would. Lift that leg and hip a little higher, and then bend your right knee, plant your right foot flat, and then inhale, left heel lifts. As you lift that left thigh now, we're going to extend it up to the sky. Take an inhale to prepare. Exhale, flex your left foot and lower down. Inhale, point and lift. So you are only lowering to the height of your right thigh because we want to maintain neutral in the spine. We want to make sure that we're not extending the spine and going too low. So you just work in that range of motion. Inhale to lift. We're almost there. 3 more. Point and lift. Exhale, flex and lower. Inhale, point and lift. 1 more. Exhale, flex and lower. Inhale, point and lift. Bend your left knee, lifting those hips just a little higher, and then slowly lower down 1 more vertebra at a time. 1 vertebra at a time. From here, 1 more time, you're gonna take your band and you're gonna bring it back above those calf muscles. Now inhale here. lengthen through those legs. So from this position, what we're gonna be doing is we're going to bend into the knees. So the movement is going to be to extend the legs and bringing one leg above the other. So, or I should say one leg higher than the other. So you're gonna extend the legs out. Right leg lowers, left leg will still lower, but it's actively pulling on that band. And then we'll inhale, come back to center. Exhale, extend those legs, alternating each time. Inhale, coming back to center. Exhale. Inhale, coming back to center. Now this is just an option. We'll do one more like this. And if you'd like a little bit more, we're gonna tuck the chin to the chest, come into that ab prep. Exhale, extend your legs. Inhale, coming back to center. Exhale, left leg lower than the right. Both legs working really hard against that resistance. You can hear that little quiver in my voice. So you should feel that. And again, even if you don't have the band, there's still a ton of work going on in your core. And you'll just get a bigger range of motion, right? Inhale back to center and exhale one more time each side. Back to center and lengthen. And back to center. Lift your head a little bit higher and then slowly release down. Take a breath. Now, from this position, what we're gonna do is we're gonna lengthen those legs up towards the sky. Now, it's very important you don't move your head here. So you're gonna listen really carefully or watch the first one, then join me after that. So resting your arms by your side, we're gonna lengthen the low back, stretch that band, and let your legs lower just slightly. This is our starting position. We're gonna inhale, legs go straight up, press on that band, but scoop your belly button. Exhale, peeling your hips up off of the mat. And inhale, slowly lowering the hips back down. And exhale, legs go back to the front. Inhale, legs go straight up. Now, do not be discouraged as you exhale and peel the hips. If the hips are seemingly not even lifting at all, it's okay. This is challenging to really recruit and not use momentum, hence the little pause at the top. Exhale, peel yourself up. Inhale, lowering down without tensing that neck and shoulders. Exhale, legs forward. We're here for 5. So try to go really slow and try to avoid using that tempting death grip of the arms. 4. I find if you close the eyes a little bit more or close them, it'll allow you to feel this and engage right below that belly button a little bit more. We have 2 more. And 1 more like this. Pause, peel, lower, and release. Hug those knees into the chest. Really good job. Take a breath. So we are gonna come into 1 more version of those alternate legs. We're gonna work into our scissor legs. However, we're gonna add some challenge to it. So inhaling here, know that if it feels too much for your head can stay down this whole time. But if it's there for you, neck's feeling good, arms are gonna reach long by your side, legs are in that tabletop. We're gonna inhale, tuck the chin towards the chest. Exhale, peeling yourself up. We're gonna lengthen through those legs, and we're gonna lower that right leg down, left leg up, and we're gonna start to pulse the arms. Inhale, 2, 3, 4, 5. Exhale, switch your legs. 2, 3, 4, 5. Inhale, 2, 3, 4, 5. Exhale, switch your legs. 2, 3, 4. That's 20. Inhale, 2, 3, 4, 5. Exhale, switch. 2, 3, 4. That's 30. Inhale, 2, 3, 4, 5. Exhale, switch. 2, 3, 4, 40. Inhale, 2, 3, 4, 5. Exhale, switch. 2, 3, 4, 50. Inhale, 2, 3, 4, 5. Exhale, switch. 2, 3, 4, 60. Inhale, 2, 3, 4, 5. Exhale, switch. 2, 2, 3, 4, 70. Inhale, 2, 3, 4, 5. Exhale, switch, 2, 3, almost there. Lift your head a little higher, 2, 3, 4, 5. Exhale, switch, 2, 3, 4, that's 80. Inhale, 2, 3, 4, 5. Exhale, switch, 2, 3, 4, 90. Inhale, 2, 3, 4, 5. Exhale, switch, 2, 3, 4, 100. Hold it. Lift both legs. Oh, that might have been 110. Good for you. Rock side to side. Really good job. Now on your next inhale, you can either roll yourself up and come onto your belly, or you can extend your legs and curl over and just come from there. Take your time. Adjust so you're into the center of the mat. So really good job with that. I don't know about you, but I'm suddenly warm. I'm always so cold when I start this class. Definitely not anymore. So take your time, stack your hands on top of each other and then your head down. So I'm gonna keep my head lifted just so you can hear me a little bit better. Top of the left foot is gonna press down, and then we're gonna inhale, lift that right leg up, and then slowly lower it down to a hover. And again, lifting up. And slowly lowering back down to that hover. Now make sure that your shoulders are relaxed here. Even the muscles in your face, is your jaw clenching a little bit. Again, small movement, but very effective if we work from that midline. So making sure that you're not leaning over onto one hip. One more here. Lift it up and then hold it here. Breathing deeply for 3. Can you melt your shoulders a little bit more? Lift a little bit higher for 2. One more breath. And then slowly lower that right leg down, spreading the left toes wide, and then lifting that left leg up. Slowly lowering down. And lengthen and lift back up. And slowly lowering down. And again, so keeping that movement coming from the low back and actively pressing that right foot down, but not in a way that's like jamming your back up. You're just anchoring down so that you can hug into that midline. One more here, lifting up, hold it, and then slowly lower down. Now tops of the feet are gonna stay pressing. You're gonna inhale here, glue your fingers to your forehead, and then peel yourself up. Exhale, slowly coming back down. And again, inhale, lengthen and lift up. Exhale, slowly come back down. Inhale, lengthen and lift. Exhale, slowly coming back down. Inhale, lengthen and lift. Now if it's there for you, I want you to see if you can reach those arms back. Spread those toes wide and lift those legs. Lifting a little bit higher here for 3. And for 2. Take one more deep breath. And then slowly take your time bringing one ear down to the mat, just taking a nice big deep breath in. Big breath up. All right, so you're gonna take your time. We're gonna come onto our side here. So from this position, you're gonna come onto one side and then you're gonna bring your feet to the edge of your mat. So your hips and shoulders are in one straight line and they're gonna stay stacked. You can bend your elbow for a little bit of support here. You're gonna hug your ribs in, take your left hand in front of your chest. So what I want you to make sure of is that you don't dump into the bottom ribs, and this is why we don't want to prop the head up, just because that will naturally create that action. So we want to stay really scooped in. So you're going to point through your top toes, bring the leg in line with your hip. You're going to lift that leg up, flex, and lower down. Point the leg and lift, flex, and lower. Point the toes and lift, flex and lower, point and lift, flex and lower. So as you're lifting the leg, scooping those ribs. So you're gonna notice naturally as one side lifts, the other side will dump, right? So we wanna stay really active into that core so that even though we're working into that side seat, we're still working into those abdominals. Now on the next one, hold it here. You're gonna flex that top foot, press it forward, 2, and lengthen and point your toe back. Flex it forward for 2, and lengthen and bring it back. Now here's where your hips are gonna wanna flail around. So you wanna make sure that they're staying stacked here. You can even bring your hand, as I have on my hip, to kind of just give you that little bit of spatial awareness. All right, 3 more. Point the toe, bring it back. And 2. Point and bring it back. 1 more. Point and bring it back. And then you're gonna bring it back to the center and just lift it as high as you can here for 5. Keep breathing, lift it a little bit higher for 4, 3, 2, and 1. Really good job. So you're gonna slowly bend into the knees. We're gonna come onto our backs once again. And then from this position, what we're gonna do is you're gonna take your time. We're gonna lift the legs one more time, bringing that band just above the knees. Now this time, keeping the knees hip width apart. Arms are gonna reach out to the sides. You're gonna take a nice big deep breath in here. You're gonna lean and tilt the legs over to the right side, but this time you're gonna slowly circle those legs down. Exhale, bring them back around. Finish that circle and then try to peel your hips up at the top like we did in that rollover prep. Inhaling that first half of the circle and exhale, peeling back up. 3 more. Nice and controlled. Again, really avoiding the temptation to use momentum. Things are uncomfortable. I always want to go through it quickly, right? Get it over with. But that's where we can really anchor in and make sure that we're working from a place of connection. Take a breath here, and we're gonna go to the other side. Inhale, over to the left. Circling it down. Exhale, pulling it back up. And to the left. Slowly, there should be no tension in your shoulders or your neck. Again, do not worry if the hips are not lifting at the end of that circle. Just consciously pull that belly button in and keep working with it. Last one. And then slowly, you can take your time. Now, you can roll yourself up, switch over to the other side for our side lying. So now you're gonna come onto or into the center of your mat. It's the best way to kind of line up because often we can have our shoulders back or hips forward, or I guess that's the same thing, but you know what I mean. Bring your feet forward to the edge of the mat. And then from this position, you're gonna take your time, hug the ribs. So we're gonna take that top hand in front of your chest. Now that's just for support because we're gonna naturally wanna come forward. So you're gonna point the toes, lift the leg and bring it in line with your hip. So you're gonna point the toe, lift up, exhale, flex and lower. Inhale, point and lift. Exhale, flex and lower. Now you want to keep your knee facing straight forward. So that's going to limit how high the leg is going to go, because if we externally rotate, we can get the leg a lot higher. But I want you to just keep that parallel position for today. 2 more. Stabilizing through that bottom leg, point the toe, lift it and hold it here. Now you're gonna lower to the height of your hip, flex through that right foot, and then you're gonna kick it forward for 2, point and lengthen back for 1. Flex forward for 2, and lengthen back for 1. And forward for 2, and reach, really lengthen. And again, forward for 2, and lengthen it back. We're almost there. Flex forward for 2, and lengthen it back. One more time. Flex forward for 2, and lengthen it back. Really good. Bring it back to center, and then you're gonna lift it higher here. Ooh. For 5, make sure you're not dumping into those bottom ribs. Try to stretch that band a little higher for 4, 3, 2, a little more you can, and then slowly release. Ooh. Okay, I mean, ooh, right? It's a good ooh. And take your time, and then from here, I'm just giggling because that's one of my daughter's favorite sounds right now. It's the cutest. Okay, so take your time and bring your hands by your floating ribs. Sometimes when we're feeling a little icky, we need to think of things that make us smile, right? Palms pressed. You're gonna inhale here, push yourself up. Now let's just take a nice little stretch back. Take a couple of breaths here. Big exhale. And then you're gonna inhale. So we're gonna come into finishing with a little bit of upper body strength. You're gonna grab that band. Now, if you don't have a band, you are gonna want something weighted here so that you can get the benefit of working into your biceps. You're gonna step your right foot forward. You're gonna come into a 90-90 lunge, and then you're gonna take that band behind the back of the right leg. So draw your shoulder down your back, and then all we're gonna do is nice and simple, come into a nice little bicep curl, slowly bring it back down. Now what you wanna make sure of is that you're not losing the integration of your right shoulder. So you're keeping the shoulder down your back as you lift, and you're gonna keep your elbow as close as you can to your body. And breathe. For 4, 3, so even here, our core is strong, ribs in, 2, and 1 more like this. Slowly release. Now you can let that band just dangle, right hand to your hip, left hand's gonna cross over, you're gonna lift up tall, press into your left foot to do it, and then exhale, hug the ribs, and just a nice little spinal twist here. Right arm's gonna reach back, breathing here for 3, 2, look to your right thumb, and then slowly take your time, bring your right hand back, left hand back. One more time, you're gonna scoop and grab that band, coming into a second set, shoulder down your back. You're gonna exhale, pull up, inhale, release. Exhale, pull up, inhale, release. It always boggles my mind a little bit just how hard these bands can actually be. Of course, it depends on the resistance you're working with, but I'm working with the medium band right now. 2 more. And 1 more here. Good, and then slowly release. We're gonna release that right foot, or release the band from around the right foot. My foot's sticky with all the tape on it. Take your time, and then we'll bring that band just above the left knee. So again, we want our right hip stacking over top of the knee, left knee stacking over top of the heel. Right hand to the hip. You're gonna grab a hold of that. We're gonna inhale, shoulder down your back. Exhale, we're gonna pull up. So again, make sure you're not losing that integration of the upper back. Exhale, pull. Inhale, slowly release. So being really intentional here. Again, the rule is the same. As we're working through the bicep, we want to make sure that our range of motion is not causing a collapse anywhere else. We're still really strong in that core, pressing away from the floor. You got 2 more. Hey, it's home stretch, everybody. And 1 more. Good, and then slowly just let that band dangle. Left hand to the hip, right hand comes over, big breath in. Now hug the ribs in. Open your right shoulder, and then left shoulder, left arm reaches up. Really press into the top of your right foot to lift a little taller. As you exhale, twist a little bit more. Look to that left thumb. One more breath. And then slowly taking your time, scooping that left hand for one more round. Right hand to the hip. All the wobbles today. Lift up tall. Rusty. Exhale, squeeze and lift up. Inhale, slowly release. It feels really good. It's still a little iffy going on with my foot, but it's good to get back to more active practices. 3 more. And 2. And 1 more. Slowly release. Really good. So we're going to ditch that band entirely. You are done with that. And then you're going to take your time. We're going to finish with just a little bit of work for your triceps. Okay, so inhale here. Now I'm going to do today's push-ups from my knees just to protect my foot. So you do what works for you. But if you take that full variation, please make sure that you're not lowering the hips with it, okay? They have to stay really high. Now let's inhale here. Home stretch, everyone. Big breath in. Finale, I should say. Last one. We're going to inhale, lower down for 3, 2, 1. Press up. And 3, 2, 1. Press up. 3. Now keep the weight in your palms evenly distributed. You're going to notice that you want to favor the pinky side of the palm. Press up. 1 more. So elbows are in. That's how we're working more into the triceps. Hold your plank. And then slowly bring the hips back. We're gonna do it 1 more time. This time we're gonna reverse the flow of that breath. Or not the breath, but sorry, the beat. So instead of lowering down for 3 and pushing up for 1, let's inhale, come forward. We're gonna lower down for 1 and push up for 3. A little grittier. You're welcome. Nice big breath in. Inhale here, or should I say sorry? Exhale, press up. 3, 2, 1. Inhale, lower down. Long run, I promise. It's a you're welcome. And lower down. 3, 2, 1. Only 2 more. Lower down. Exhale, 3, 2, 1. Last one. Press up. 3, 2, 1. Okay, take your time. You can come into a shell stretch or bring your knees wide. Let the upper body come down. Head is heavy, touching the ground, and you're breathing here. You can choose to take that breath in and out through your nose if that feels better. You can continue with that pursed lip breath. On your next inhale, we're gonna just slowly take our time. You can turn to face the long edge of your mat, be in the center of it, and then just extend your left leg out to the left. We're gonna inhale here, and then right palm comes down. Inhale, reach that left arm up to the sky, and then flip that left hand, and then just bring it towards your right hip, open that shoulder up. Don't skip this part, okay? I know how easy it can be when you're at home. You're like, okay, back to business, right? Back to kiddos, back to cleaning, back to work, whatever it is. Let it wait for 1 more minute, okay? Left arm reaches up to the sky. Slowly bring it back down. Find the tips of your fingers and push yourself up. Inhale here, arms are gonna reach. You're gonna take that right hand to your upper back, left hand to the elbow, and then draw the shoulders down your back. Nice little stretch. I know, for me, really, I've really had to work very hard without being able to move my body in the way that I want to. It's been challenging. 1 more breath. And then inhale, slowly coming up. Movement is medicine, my friends, so good for you for being here. And then just as important, we're gonna switch sides, is that we have to find stillness too, right? We've gotta take time to stretch and rest our bodies. Inhale here, right arm reaches up. And then flip that right hand, bring it to your left hip. No one is designed for long-term stress. Stress is anytime we're out of balance, so we can't always be go, 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 even if it's with things we love. So, moral of the story, don't skip your stretches. Inhale, reach that right arm up, and then slowly you can take your hands down. We'll come all the way up. Reach that left arm up to the sky, and then right hand can grab the elbow. Shoulders down your back, and then you lean. And that's precisely, why I offer the classes the way I do. We have some more relaxing and then more strengthening, just as important. But in my opinion, we all need a little more of this. Take one more deep breath. And I've got much more to share on that coming soon. Inhale, come all the way up. Release, take your time, bring your right knee back. Tuck your toes underneath, and then you're gonna slowly straighten through the legs. Pedal out the feet a little bit. Find the center of your mat. Soft bend, inhale. Roll yourself all the way up. Roll those shoulders down your back. Hands to your heart. Close your eyes. Thank yourself. Thank your body. Namaste. Oh, that felt so good. I hope that felt good for you too. And I'll look forward to seeing you soon. Depending on when you're pressing play on this, I hope you have a fantastic Thanksgiving weekend, or I hope that you had a fantastic Thanksgiving weekend. Enjoy the extra time with your loved ones. I know I'm going to. Take care.